Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, darling. Can you see me? I can't see you yet.
No, it's saying the video's on. I can see you.
Okay. So we've got a little technical issue with your camera then.
Oh, bloody hell! I cover it up. I
Oh.
cover it up with
Yeah,
the
there
with the
you go.
tape.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Dear, oh
fine.
dear. Okay, because I get worried that people can tap into it and look at stuff. Well, I don't worry, but I'd be cautious that it could be tapped and looked
Yeah,
at.
I know. I've got a tech in Ireland, and he used to put duct tape over all cameras on anything, and I just said I can't be asked. Do you know what I mean? As long as there's not one pointing, you know, anywhere private, then what the fuck? I've got nothing to hide, you know.
Yeah, of course. I think because I've got a laptop, maybe. The laptop could be pointing anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but to be honest, if you research it, we're not. I mean, we're only doing a dummy run for a couple of minutes just to relax. But if you research it, there's actually technology where they can remote view through walls and stuff. They've got technology that
Yeah,
makes cameras look stupid. Do you know what I mean? They can see us anywhere.
yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's more maybe on a uh, higher intelligence, but yet more sensitive sort of rather than it being the human aspect of psychopathic that we're dealing with.
No, I think it's actually practical as well as extraterrestrial or whatever. Um, you know, like the X-rays, they have Homeland Security at the airports,
Yeah,
and you know everybody tried to object to them because basically they're seeing girls naked, you know, by making them go through a certain X-ray machine. Well, they can send little drones out if they want to. You know, if they want to spend the money to actually spy, they can send drones out that can, you know, they can see through walls. It's not just ET activity, I don't think. Not, I
uh,
mean, I've stumbled on quite a lot of it. So I just think Big Brother is so far more advanced than we realise that, like, I can't be asked to try and stay one step ahead of them. It's a waste of my time. It's like, I've got nothing to hide. Come on in, I'll put the kettle on, you know?
yeah. I think I've almost got to that point since putting the tape the tack on there. It was just blue tack. I did it about 2 years ago when I first started getting.
Yeah. My tech was saying to me, "Oh, you ought to do this and make sure you do it on the laptop and the phone and this, that, and the Samsung telly." And I think I might have even, I don't know if I did it or considered it. And then I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I can't be asked. I really, because I think they want us to spend all our brain power and our time defensively.
Mm.
And that way we're not being proactive.
Yep, see, you've got it. I think you've hit it on the head there.
It's like playing poker. They want us to always be on the back foot.
Yeah.
All right, I'll bring you back and we'll have a quick update to put out there, all right?
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I did a really naughty thing. I drank a bottle of whiskey at the weekend.
Oh, I saw your video. You said, I know. Can I just say first of all, just so I don't get too emotional on the other video, that I have listened to many more hours of your disclosures now. I want you to think if there's any particular disclosures that you wanted to get out to calm your nerves before you come back tomorrow. Get them out straight away on the video. I know you've done lots of
I
talking.
think I felt like I hit the tipping point. You see, I was scared to blow the whistle on Irish police corruption because I'm flying back to Ireland, right? So that's like shitting
Sure.
on your own doorstep. But actually, I think it was the right thing to do because if there's any plans afoot to arrest me tomorrow, I wanted to put it out there who I know in the police, what levels of seniority,
Yeah.
and what I know that's corrupt. Because there are police and customs people that contact us or contact me. You know, I've got a senior police surgeon in regular contact saying, keep going, you're doing the right thing, you're on track. I've
Hmm.
got a copper that confirmed everything about Ted Heath and even told me a sick joke that they used to tell amongst Secret Services, MI5, MI6, and the coppers used to tell. I'll tell you the joke, it's pathetic, it's horrible, but he said it was so well known amongst the police about Ted Heath that there was a joke about it, and it was like, he falls overboard and one of the crew shouts to him, or one of the Secret Services shouts to him, do you want us to throw you a buoy? Meaning a B-U-O-Y. And he says, this is no time for pleasure, I'm drowning, you bloody fool.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and when they make jokes about it, you know it's common knowledge, and it's like everybody, you know, muttering about Jimmy Savile. It's not funny, it's fucking disgusting that they all knew and did nothing. But so I've had a senior police surgeon who's working. She's in regular contact. I've had this copper who's now retired that confirmed Ted Heath. I've had somebody from very high up in Customs and Excise in Ireland contact me. I've had several Irish cops contact me. So you are right. I'm not saying this on our interview, but you are right. But so far, they're like, it's too hard because somebody in the cabinet is backing the corrupt police, and 2 of the 5 heads of police in Ireland are corrupt. And no matter how we try and complain, we just get bullied at work. We just get demoted, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this bit.
But they don't care about their job.
Yeah, and I'll say this bit about my police aspect then, because I didn't want to mention it on the. They've not been as helpful as I didn't want to make out on a published video how lack of helpful they've been, because then it will give the host sort of like I said on the message, like a little bit of a ha they're not being helped by the police sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a thin line, because it's good to make a show of the police that they're being uncooperative, but at the same time we don't want to automatically give fodder to HAMPSTEAD, and that's why I don't read it, because I'm totally unaware. Unless somebody like you sends me a little snippet, I've got no clue what they're going on about, and I don't care because they're a distraction.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and thankfully there's so many people working on this case now, that those that like yourself that have been through stuff that you don't need to. There's no reason for you to relive certain things. There's no reason for you to face the childish, like you said about before in the school playground, that I've got a pony, and then no you didn't. It's like, fuck's sake, like.
I was so crushed.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've got the courage to say on camera. I probably shouldn't, so I'll say this on this. I might publish this later when the heat's not on, like after the court case. But the only other time I've been arrested was at gunpoint in America, in California. And I'd only emigrated. I'd only been there a few weeks. I was as naive as they come. And I got seduced by this horrible Italian who turned out to be a pedophile, but I didn't know that. And I ended up sleeping with him twice, and I got pregnant. And then he wanted me to have an abortion, and I wouldn't. And then he said, look, I'll marry you, because if I'm going to have another kid, I want to see it grow up. So I'll marry you so you can get a green card. So I said, all right then. So we were just like friendly, but I was carrying his child. And then an ex-girlfriend of his turned me into the cops for being over my, I had a 6-month visa, and I was about 8 months there by then, and she was furious because she heard he was going to marry me. So she told them that there's this Irish girl working without a visa and she's overstayed her permit. She didn't tell them I was 7 months pregnant. And they came to my work. First of all, there was a dodgy phone call, and I kind of had a bad feeling about it. Then I was the cashier in a huge swanky restaurant in the Bay Area, but I was behind, you couldn't see me in the open plan restaurant. So they told the maitre d' that I'd won tickets to Mexico in a raffle. And that was a lie. And he brought them straight to where I was, and they arrested me at gunpoint, and they threw me in a cell, 7 months pregnant, swollen fingers, swollen ankles, threw me in a cell with 15 other people, an open cell with a toilet with no door on it. And it took me 3 hours to get bailed. And before I got bailed, they were like, going to cut off my ring because my fingers were too swollen to get it off. And they were saying I was going to be deported in 24 hours, or I was going to Oakland jail, which is one of the roughest, scariest jails in California. And then I prayed, and they could see I was a journalist, and I got bailed, and I got out. But I did end up, the guy was more scared than me. The father of my daughter, he got so scared by me being arrested that he changed his mind about marrying me. So then I did a green card marriage with a gay guy and lied through my teeth to get a green card. That's the only time I've been arrested, but I probably won't tell that on camera.
That just reminded me that yeah, that is quite funny in hindsight, I guess, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
it's so traumatic. Oh my God. But that's the only time I've ever been arrested for anything in my entire life.
so Stephanie, she's amazing. She's very
Wonderful.
she's like got counselling expertise, isn't she?
Yeah. She's an absolute gem. She's been put in touch with me by a very high level survivor in America who had a lot to do with MK Ultra coming out in the open.
Yeah.
And now she's gone underground a bit now because she gets non-stop targeting. But she helped. You know, Bill Clinton apologised for MK Ultra and admitted it and compensated the victims and stuff. Well, this woman that is a mutual friend with mine and Stephanie's is one of the leading persons that made that happen.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh.
Oh,
All right, I'll ring you back. I don't know how much time you've got. We'll just do a 10-minute update, shall we? Or have you got loads to say?
I mean, I've not particularly got anything to other than to reiterate for there to be a public video, because this has been very positive. The negative response I've got from MK Ultra, that channel account holder,
yeah,
it's been very positive in the end, because there was quite a few people. I was pushing away. I almost lost quite a friend base. Sorry, not fan base. Through me publishing to my personal wall, to different groups about HAMPSTEAD case. Through people,
you're prepared to lose some friends. Yeah, you will.
But they've come back now because they realise it's true, because of the what MK Ultra that person did, which we'll just say Ricky Dearman, for what Ricky did by trying to attack me and try. You see on HAMPSTEAD he said that I'm your new toy boy. And
did you go to the police about it? And did you take anybody with you?
Yeah, my dad took me. But like I said, I didn't get to explain actually about the police. The first of all, they said they would call me back within an hour, and there was no call back. And then I left it all weekend. I thought I'd give them a chance to get the information across the departments, and then no call back. So I phoned back again on Monday, yesterday. And they didn't know much about it. They got back to me. So I spoke to probably altogether at the police station about 6 different people now.
Did you go down there and record anything?
I attempted to record. I didn't actually have a recording device on me because I didn't take my smartphone. I only took my old school phone. And I genuinely thought I was going to get an interview and a recorded crime number there and then. And they said, no, we'll get you back for an interview. We'll call you back within an hour. And they never got back to me. So I phoned them back Monday, and then they've kind of passing it. There's a cyber hub. There is a specific cyber hub that got opened up about 6 months ago in Bedfordshire.
I think you should address that. I tell you why it's relevant. I'm not going to force you to address it. I had the same problem. Partly why I came to Lanzarote was because I rang 3 different police stations, including head office, to say I'm getting extreme abuse online to do with a case I'm working on. It's obscene, it's graphic, it's threatening, it's intimidating, it's I feel that, my life's in danger. And I need to make a statement about that, and none of them got back to me, and that's not acceptable.
No, no.
And the reason I was going to say it's relevant is because the thing that Nilu and Sabine are up for on Friday is the kind of, they're being accused of the kind of malicious communications that HAMPSTEAD do all the time. So how come when it's Sabine and Nilu, they can get arrested 3 times, put on bail, silenced, bail conditions, passports taken and all that? How come the HAMPSTEAD ones are taken seriously by saying, oh, we're being intimidated? Well, how come when we go and say we're being intimidated, slandered, libelled and defamed, how come there's a deafening silence? That's not acceptable. It's double standards.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, so do you think in light of that we should mention that?
I think it should be mentioned briefly, without any sort of apprehension, because...
Yeah, no, I'm not afraid. It makes a show of them, the double standards. If we say, what's the deal with the double standards with the police? What's the deal that if alleged abusers feel intimidated by online publications, there's a court case, and yet if Joe Public says to the police 6 times, this is very concerning to me, I want to make an official report, there's not even a phone back. I think that's a very relevant point.
Yeah.
You know, and if you've got any names of the coppers you left a message and promised to call you in an hour, I think we should say their names.
The lady wouldn't give me her name.
Well, that's illegal. That's illegal.
That's what I thought. And then I phoned back, and then the bloke was quite nice to me. No, actually, I phoned back and spoke to another lady originally, and then she sort of put the phone down on me after the point of saying, okay, I'm going to have to end this call here. And I said, okay, that's very insulting.
Have you learned the lesson to record everything from here on in?
I mean, like
when you're with police, you have to.
At this moment, although I haven't been up till, I wouldn't have done if I had phoned them today. I probably, without speaking to you, I probably wouldn't have remembered.
It's very important, and the reason why Nilu keeps getting off is because she records everything, and Ben Fellows as well, he recorded everything. Secret cameras, laptops, girlfriend recording, father recording, whatever it took to get the truth out, and they both got off because they had evidence.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you back and we'll talk.
Okay, thank you.